Welcome to another adult virtual improv comedy show. Everything is improvised on the spot by our performers. They know the games they're going to play, but they do not know the suggestions I'm going to give them. And what games we have today? Oh my golly, we have conspiracy theories. We like to always hear about those. We have a poetry game called Poet's Idol to take off of American Idol. Judge Judy's in the house today. We have an alphabet game, a storyteller game, and a diction meeting. And then, of course, we have a very sad eulogy to end our show. Again, the whole show is improvised. My name is Kent Scove. I'm the host of the show. Let's introduce our cast today. Alex, his first show with this cast. And Colin. Willis. Tangela. Thaddeus. His first show with our cast. Julia. Lindsay. Desiree. And Ellie. That's our cast today. Some of these fine folks, it's their second show. Some it's their first show. And again, it's all improvised. So the first game we're going to play is called Conspiracy Theory. And we all have those. So I'm going to give each cast member a different conspiracy theory. They'll go off screen, get into character, and we'll bring them back in to start the game. So let's start off with Alex. Alex, you believe that COVID is fake. Okay, you believe COVID is fake. Okay, Alex, go ahead and go off screen and get into that. And now let's go with Colin. Colin, you believe that computers are watching and listening to us. You have the aura of that light on your face. That's perfect. Your computer screen is shooting you right now and listening to everything you're doing and sending it to the government. Okay, then we have Willis. Willis, you believe we are in hell. Earth is hell. We're living in it right now, okay? And then let's go to Tangela. Tangela, you believe that global warming is fake, okay? There's no global warming or climate change. Okay, let's go now to Thaddeus. Thaddeus, you believe that the mailmen are terrorists. All mailmen, when they come deliver at their house, are checking us out for future terrorist activity. Okay, let's go to Julia. Julia, you believe that, you believe that aliens are amongst us. Oh, this is Lindsay. Okay, I got Lindsay up, not Julia. Oh, that's okay, I'll give it to Lindsay. Lindsay, you believe aliens are amongst us. Okay, aliens are amongst us. Now we'll go to Julia. Okay, Julia, now what you believe, Julia, you believe is the whole world is run by elites. It's a world order, and we're just all like pawns in their big game. The elites are running the world, okay? And then we have Desiree. Desiree, you believe there's a weird cult in the middle of the earth, living in the middle of our earth, a weird cult. Okay, and Ellie, well, let's see, Ellie, you believe that the moon landing is fake and it was staged. Okay, there was no moon landing in 1969, way before you were born, by the way. All right, welcome to our Conspiracy Theories. It's a brand new show on YouTube. I'm the host, Kent, and we really want to delve into these different conspiracy theories. So I'd like to bring in anybody who's ready, and of course, they can all come in. Some of these things are outlandish. Maybe some of these are real. That's why they are conspiracy theories, and we're going to find out who they all are. But now we have Colin who's come in first, and he believes that his computer is watching him through the camera and listening to him through the audio and then selling everything he does in his house or anybody who's in his house to the government. Is that true, Colin?
Yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's great to be here. I'm very glad to know this isn't being performed and in front of any internet audience. And I just got to say, we are in deep trouble, my friend. Deep trouble. There are cameras and computers everywhere. The streetlights are watching us. The rear view mirrors of cars, that's one-way glass, my friend. One-way glass.
Now, you saw Person of Interest, a television show where they all believed that all these cameras were watching us all the time. So you believe that not just your computer, but stoplights, cameras set up all sorts of different places in trees, maybe cell phone towers?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to ask yourself, would they be putting those things there if they weren't trying to watch us? It seems like a no-brainer. And that person of interest, it was under my impression that was a news broadcast, and that was the revealing of that truth. Was that not?
Well, it's
Was that
actually a
not?
television show, so just a television show. I don't know if I believe it or not. Everything they're trying to say, the machine is
Mhm.
really taking over. Some people say Big Brother, the machine, the 666, the machine that takes all our information.
Uh-huh.
You've heard about that as well, right? So you think
Very
all your
familiar.
information from your computer is going into the Big Brother machine.
Yes, I believe so. I believe it's going into the directly pumped into an automaton hive mind, a hive mind at the center of the universe. And that hive mind is exactly what is compiling and selling all our data. And I'm a little concerned. I know there's a light on the computer here, and I'm just worried I might be getting recorded. I don't think I am, because I have tinfoil in the insulation of my home. I have my brain device on here, so it shouldn't be a problem, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, this show you're on right now is being recorded, but we're not going to be selling it to the government. So go ahead and just stick with us. So don't worry, we're not selling this information. It's just going to be posted on YouTube. If the government wants to find you, they can. All right. So now let's bring in some other people. Anybody who's ready, just come on in and I'll start interviewing. Oh, good. We have a global warming expert. She believes that global warming is not happening, but we're having worse hurricanes. We're having worse tornadoes, more fires in California. Or some people say that's just forest maintenance, but more lightning. The world's getting hotter. Ice is melting in Greenland and Antarctica. What do you don't think there's any global warming?
Global warming, global snoring. Okay, that's what I say every single morning. Because, okay, listen, like, sure, did I get burned by the sun today? But and yeah, it did. Immediately after I got burned by the sun, it started to hail. Yeah, so what? That's called weather. You know what I mean? That's called weather. That's normal. There are fires in California every stinking year. Why don't we just put, I don't know, water the lawns? Why don't we water the forests? I don't get it. That's normal. It's been happening for decades. Now they want to talk about it. It's ridiculous. Not real. Al Gore's a freaking hoax man. Al Gore schmal Borg. That's what I say.
Well, he did say that we probably would have been dead by now. So yeah, maybe he was just hawking his book. But now AOC says she said about a year ago that we're going to be dead in about 12 years. Do you believe her?
Who's AOC? Alexandra Orange County? Who the hell is that?
No. Alexander Ocasio-Cortez,
Oh,
the person in the House of Representatives from New York, she said that we'll be gone in 12 years if we don't take care of cow farts and other emission
how?
problems like gasoline. Yeah, cow
What are
farts.
we
She wants to
supposed
get
to
rid
do?
of
Put our
cows.
hands up their butts to stop their farts from coming out? What are we supposed to do? You wonder why this is happening? Obese people farts too. Somebody's got to do something about that. All right, I drink a gallon of milk. I'm taking the whole world with me. Okay, that's how it is. That's
Okay,
normal.
so
That's normal stuff.
did you just say that obese people fart? So AOC says we maybe should get rid of fat people too. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, she can get rid of me. I'm not tripping. All right, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
But global warming
you're,
is
you're ready to
bullshit. Bullshit.
go. Okay. Okay, all right. I believe you. Boy, you're a very emotional person. Well, speaking of hot, Willis thinks we're already in hell. So who cares about global warming? Because we're in hell. So I guess it doesn't make any difference what happens to the planet because we thought we were on Earth, but you think Earth is hell. Explain.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you right now, from the heavens above, down below, we are in hell, man. We are dying. It's the end of days. They're coming for us. The world is just evil. People are evil, and we going down, and it's hot.
Okay, now you said they're coming for us. Who's coming for us exactly?
The sinners are all coming for us. And apparently liberals too, but mostly the sinners.
The sinners.
Just
Okay. Well, if they're coming for us, if we're already in hell, aren't we all sinners already?
No, because only the chosen can be saved. And that's not you. And that's not you. And you, the weird Colin guy,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. But we are all doomed, man.
Okay. I don't see a lot of fire and brimstone. I see some really nice beaches still. I'm eating great food. So hell's not as bad
Beaches
as
are hot.
they told us it was.
Beaches are
Okay.
hot. Saunas are hot. Hot tubs are hot. That equals hell, man. Hell.
Okay. So you're saying when we go into a hot tub, that's just an extension of hell because it's hot.
Yes, when you go and take like a hot bubble bath, you're sitting in Satan's spit. Yeah.
Oh, God. A bubble bath is Satan's spit. Okay. Well,
You
boy,
think
you
you get out clean,
really got.
but you don't.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to our next one who believes that mailmen are terrorists. Why do you think mailmen are terrorists? They just deliver our mail. They just nice working people. Why would you say that?
Look, Kent, my little dog Susie can sniff out any bad person, and any time the mailman comes to our mailbox, she's barking her little ass off. You hear me? Did you know that 70 pounds of anthrax gets distributed throughout the mail every year in the United States? Did you know that?
Well, that's not the mailman. That's people putting anthrax in an envelope and then trying to mail it. Why do you think the mailmen are doing that?
Because they're working for a greater Satan. Willis, I respect your opinion on Earth is hell, but you got it all wrong, man. Satan is Jeff Bezos. He's taken over this whole system, and this man, I mean, look at him. He's one wheelchair away from looking like Professor X. He's going to turn us all into mutants.
Okay. So now you're saying Amazon delivery people are also terrorists, not just mailmen.
Oh, yeah, they're all in on it, man. They're all in on it.
Okay. So you're saying Jeff Bezos is the head terrorist at Amazon.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos should be number one on FBI's most wanted. You don't hear about that, huh?
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to be looking for the mail trucks sooner than later. Yeah. If you're off to the side, you can certainly come in anytime. I think we're going to move on to Lindsay. Lindsay, she thinks aliens are living amongst us. So I guess aliens live in hell, according to Willis. So why do you think aliens are amongst us, and what are you wrapped in?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're some sort of
Hello.
shrink wrap or something.
I am enshrouded in plastic wrap. It is a protective layer. Thaddeus, I would like to point out Jeff Bezos is not a terrorist. He is simply from Pluton. This is a problem. Those are his minions, not mailmen, and you should protect yourself because they will figure it out. They will figure it out, and they will come for you. All of you. The aliens will take over. We will be nothing more than worker bees. Worker bees.
Okay.
That's it. That's all we'll be.
So did you say Jeff Bezos is an alien? So aliens look like us, so we don't even know one of these people on the panel here today could be an alien. I could be an alien.
Well, you could. This is true. You could. It's hard to tell through a computer screen and the plastic wrap. See, my handy dandy Victoria's Secret bra here normally tells me the combination you see of the styrofoam rubber and the underwire are really, really good at trapping the translative abilities of the Pluton aliens who are here. And looking to create a horde of worker bees. This tells me it's really hard to do through a computer screen. So that's why the plastic shroud as well. The plastic wrap, extra layer of protectivity.
Well, I hope you don't, kill yourself with that, because they tell kids they should not be putting plastic over their heads. But that's okay. Let's now go to the moon landing expert, and she thinks, since you were talking about planets and stuff, I'd like to talk to her a little bit about the moon landing. So you think the moon landing was fake? It was staged in 1969. There was no moon landing.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like something that like Bill Clinton made up or something because everyone thought his girlfriend Monica Lewinsky was super cool and he was jealous. So he was like, "Oh, we landed on the moon." Like he was just like it was an attention grab. It's like Santa for old people, you know? Like I was born in 2002, so it's not really.
Yeah.
It's just like old folklore. It just sounds like something old people tell each other. Just I don't know
Well,
why. It's sad.
I hate to interrupt you, but Bill Clinton was not the president, okay? It was Richard Nixon. It was 1969. It was
Whatever.
1999. Monica Lewinsky was probably a baby, if not even maybe born. So where are you getting your facts? You don't sound like you're very well read.
Okay, that's like super rude and sexist. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm not well read. I can totally freaking read and I'm literate. So don't be freaking rude. And it's just like, I don't even need to look this stuff up. Old people are so gross. It's so stupid. So they're just like, oh, we landed on the moon. And it's like, okay, whatever, Grandpa. That's really sad for you that you think that. It's so sad for you, Ken. That's so freaking sad.
Okay, so you think they staged the moon landing in some Hollywood set?
What? What's Hollywood? You mean Netflix? Like they did like a
Oh,
Netflix thing on it? I don't know. Maybe.
yeah.
I don't work.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on because if I had a needle, I could pop your head. Okay, so now
Okay.
let's move on to Julia, who thinks the elites are taking over the world. They run the world, just a small set of rich elites. Is that what you think, Julia?
Yes, honestly, like Thaddeus, like what you were saying really was just like it was so profound, but I think that you have a little wrong. It's not the mailman, it's the celebrities. Like think about the Illuminati, like think about how much they want us to consume everything they do. Like they lead these crazy lives just so that we'll be like, "Yes, I'm going to keep watching you, eat breakfast in the morning." Like, "Yes, Kim Kardashian." Like, no. No one cares about Kim Kardashian, but she wants us to think about her and that way she can rule everything. I mean, it's right there, you know?
Okay, so you think Kim Kardashian is helping to run the world?
Yes, it's all the celebrities. I mean, Kylie Jenner, how did she become a billionaire off a lipstick business? Like that makes no sense. Like it doesn't make sense. And it's like what Donald said about the deep state, you know? Like it's that. Pretty much. And also, they're using vaccines to control us. I mean, come on. Like, do they really work? Like, no. Like it's just tracking devices. It's just control tactics. That's all it is, and it's all made by Kylie Jenner. So
Okay, I'm going to definitely keep that in mind. Let's go to Alex. Alex, I don't see here on your screen what your problem is. Can you tell me what your conspiracy theory is, Alex?
Actually, I'm involved in many conspiracy theories. My interaction with you didn't quite help me understand which one I was. If you don't mind reminding me.
Well, I think if I'm just looking up here right now, it looks like you think COVID's fake. You
Yes, that's
that's what
right.
I saw that on your bio before I had you on the show that you think this whole COVID thing's just a fake thing to control us.
Uh, yeah, well, it is. I mean, you know, you walk around and you see everyone in their houses, and I mean, what's really going on? There's something else going on, and I mean, otherwise we'd be out running around, and that's what we're all trying to do. And they're trying to scare us. And I mean, can you see COVID? I haven't seen any COVID. I haven't seen any. What does it look like? Can you see it?
Well, I
I don't
don't
know
think
anyone
you
that's died
see
from
it.
it.
Well, no, actually, there's over 200,000 deaths here in the United States, apparently, for COVID. That's what the stat is. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but that's what they're telling us.
I mean, I haven't seen any of those people. So, I mean, how do you know? Have you seen any of those people? How do you know it's real? You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, what about the people on ventilators in hospitals? Is that staged as well, like the moon landing?
I mean, probably. You see a bunch of videos on the news, and people could set that up, and they got a little wing, and then it could be staged 100%. I haven't been in the hospital, but I don't know anyone on those machines. So, uh, I mean, it's like I've never seen Santa Claus. But like, oh, apparently he's
Okay.
real too. You know what I mean? Or like the Easter Bunny or
Well,
Jesus, or I mean, you know what I mean? Where's COVID?
Well, I think Santa Claus is fake, and I think the Easter
What?
Bunny is too. Yeah, yeah. I think Jesus is real, but so you got 2/3 correct there.
Wow.
I'm going to move on because they take you off Twitter. You wouldn't be able to say the stuff you're saying. But let's go over to our Desiree. Desiree, you think there's a weird cult living in the middle of the earth?
There is, like, look, let me tell you, look what everybody's going through. You got Colin going through his situation. You got people talking about COVID, and then you got the global warming. You got people thinking there's a hell, and then the moon not landing real. The cult is causing all this. Nobody can see
Okay,
it,
you're
but I
saying that.
went down there. I saw it. It exists. There's a cult. Like, we got so much research on the cult. There's a cult.
Okay. All right. So you got this research. What do these people in the middle of the earth look like? This cult.
It's kind of weird to say because, I went down there, I saw Michael Jackson. I was like, wait a minute, I thought Michael Jackson was dead. See, what people don't understand is the clones that we really think they are, they're not. These people aren't really dying.
See.
They're going to the cult.
I
Y'all
see.
got to
So when
come.
people die, they're now part of the cult in the middle of the earth. So we'll have Abraham Lincoln there, all the past presidents, Ruth Bader, Ginsburg will be there now. So they're saying all these people are now,
Exactly.
the dead people go to the cult.
Because, this is like, not to scare anybody, but I am literally 500 years old.
Oh my God.
I came from the cult,
Okay.
which I'm not supposed to say. Got to make sure nobody's coming. Okay, so we're good because Colin was talking about the computers and all that. Like, I'm telling you, the cult exists. Come here, just come. Okay, guys, come.
Okay.
Your lives will be better
Well,
and everything.
if we can find the trap door that will get us into the middle of the earth, or maybe we just have to die, we'll know that we'll be able to get to the cult. Listen, I loved all your conspiracy theories. I appreciate you all coming on to my first show, and I'm going to delve into more conspiracies with you as the show goes on. Thanks a lot for playing today. Okay, guys, our next game is going to be Poet's Idol. So I'm going to have Alex, Willis, Lindsay, and Julia will be our judges. So go ahead and put judge up and change your little icon there in front of you. And then I have the poets are going to be Tangela, Colin, Ellie, Thaddeus, and Desiree. It's going to be 2 rounds. Just like American Idol, it's an elimination game. So in round number 1, with all 5 poets going, 3 of them will be eliminated. Our judges of 4 will determine who's going to go into the finals and who will be our Poets Idol winner. So let's introduce our judges first. There's Willis, and I have Judge Julia. I have Judge Desiree, and Desiree's gone. She's a judge. Desiree's a poet, so I'll bring you on in a second, Judge Poet. So I have, there's our judge. We should have 4 judges, okay? Alex, Willis, Lindsay, and Julia will be our judges. Okay, there's our 4 judges. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the first poet, and that will be Tangela. So let's bring in Tangela, and I will give her topic, and the topic will be the same for all the poets. So we'll bring in the poets one at a time, and then once you're out here, poets, you can stay out here, okay? So it's going to be time travel. Time travel, okay? So you got 30 seconds or less to do a poem about time travel. Go for it.
I wanna go back in time to when I was younger and fine. I wanna go back in time where I can travel to China and eat some food. They have really good food there in China. In 1874, where I wish I could travel to and not be a whore. I wanna travel to 1974. Time travel. Thank you.
Thank you, Tangela. You stay out here. We'll be voting on you after all the poets come out here. Again, we can only have 2 go to the second round. Let's bring out Colin now, and let's hear his 30-second rendition of a poem based on time travel. Here comes Colin, and you're on whenever you start, Colin. Go for it.
All right. Time travel. That makes me unravel. Makes me back in the saddle. When I am time traveling, I want to be living in staying in a Sheraton. And when I stay in the Sheraton, well, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. And when I'm having a lot of fun, I just might actually have my gun. And then everyone in the hotel will die because I'm such a fly guy.
Okay, that kind of turned a little bit there at the end on us. We didn't see that one coming. Let's now go with Ellie, and let's hear Ellie's 30-second rendition. Okay, so Ellie, come on out, and we'll hear your rendition on time travel. There we go, Ellie. Anytime you want to start.
Well, I'm not very good at rhyming, so this is just going to be more of like my thoughts as they come. But I wish I could go back in time to visit my family who all died of a very, very serious disease known as cancer. It affects millions of Americans each year, and it's not fair. No one should have to go through that. And I'm really happy that I get to use this platform to talk about the effects of cancer. It's really it's awful. I mean, it riddles your body, not to mention the chemotherapy. And we didn't have great insurance because the American healthcare system is broken. So I'm left with all these bills, and it's too much. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ellie. That was really uplifting. We'll be talking to our producers about screening some of the talent before they come on. Let's bring with Thaddeus on now. Thaddeus gets a 30-second poem. Hopefully it'll be uplifting after that last one. Go ahead, Thaddeus.
I wish I could go back to the times when I didn't hate my life. Back to the days when my dad didn't force me to get a job, and I could play my Pearl Jam cassette tapes as loud as I wanted to. Fuck you, Dad.
Okay, Thaddeus. Don't worry, we can kind of put a little buzzer on that swear word. Let's bring in our final one, Desiree, our 5th poet. And let's hear what she's got. Desiree, whenever you're ready.
Time travel, where you can go back into time when you miss people. Time travel, where Chadwick was the best Black Panther that we've seen in the movies. Time travel, when Breonna Taylor was shot when she was asleep. Hands up, don't shoot. Can we go back into time with time travel? Where the guy from Fast and the Furious was the best driver in the movie from time travel. Michael Jackson, who's bad? Time travel.
Okay, well, the 3 of them will be eliminated. Some very uplifting poetry, I got to tell you. Let's go to our judges right now. Let's start off with Alex. Alex, you're going to eliminate 3 of them. Which 3 would you eliminate?
Well, the 3 that I would eliminate would have to be Poet Ellie. I just wasn't entertained at all by what was going on in your life. My second one who I'm going to eliminate would be Thaddeus. Family first, man. Okay? You got to fix your relationship with your father. I didn't like that. And I'd say the third one would be Pina, the poet. Once a whore, always a whore. Okay? So that's all I have to say for that.
Okay, let's go to Willis. Okay, Willis, what 3 would you eliminate?
Yo, what's up? Will's representing the Bronx. What up, baby? Big ups. Yeah. Pina Poet. I don't know what the hell that was. I heard it, and then for some reason I wanted to drink a pint of garbage truck juice. Just saying. I don't know what that was about. Get that James Brown hair thing going. Let the man rest in peace. Anyway, Ellie, you had a brother crying over here. That PSA was real. I don't think you're ready to leave yet. I know that's kind of tough. Colin, yeah, I was feeling it until you went to that whole like mass shooter Second Amendment jerk off thing at the end. That just, yeah, no.
Okay, let's go to Lindsay. Let's go to Lindsay. What three would you eliminate?
Hi, smile. Hi, I would like to start by saying that both my agent and my probationary officer are here watching. Oh, you don't want me to say that. Okay, so I'm not allowed to say a lot of words, but they want to make sure I smile and prove to people that I don't have an anger management issue. So Pina, Colin, and Ellie, no. That's all I'm allowed to say. Bye.
Okay,
I'm a
let's
really
go to
nice
Julia.
person, I swear.
Yes. Someone get the knife. Okay, go ahead, Julia.
Lindsay is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry. Can we eliminate her, please? Anyway, so listen, I think Pina Poet, it was like a little off topic, but I kind of liked it. So you can stay. Colin, I liked yours. In the end, kind of threw me off, but the beginning really hit hard. So you can stay. Everyone else, get out. Ellie, goodbye. Thaddeus, goodbye. And Poet, Little Trouble, listen, really moving. But I saw your Instagram story, so let's just keep it going, please.
Well, we have got it down to Tangela has got to go bye-bye. Pina. Yeah, P, whatever your name, Pina. Well, bye-bye, Pina. And Ellie is a really uplifting story, but we got to say bye-bye to you. Thaddeus got 2 and Colin got 2. So we'll let them go for the next round. And Desiree, of course, so it was Poet, whatever her last name is, Poet Little Trouble is staying in. Okay, so you 3 can stay. The other 2 go. Only one of you will be the winner in this round now. 30 seconds or less, and it's on ice cream. Ice cream will be what your poem's about. That should hopefully make an uplifting poem, I'm hoping, and there won't be people dying. Okay, so this time we'll start with Poet Little Trouble, since she went last time. She'll go first this time, 30 seconds or less, and the poem about ice cream. You're on.
Ice cream makes you want to lick, 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 lick from your head to your toes. Ice cream, sweet, because it got that yummy, that yummy, ice cream, creamy, sexy, delicioso, ice cream.
Okay, thank you, Little Trouble. All right, now we're going to go to, let's go to Colin second, since he went first last time. We'll go second this time. Go ahead, Colin.
Mint, pistachio, well, I pluck my banjo. Chocolate, vanilla, well, all the kids scream, help, and run. I scream, you scream, we all scream while I run down the street naked with a handgun. Thank you.
Okay, very interesting little end again to your poem. And let's end with Thaddeus. Thaddeus, 30 seconds. Ice cream.
I wish I could make an ice cream out of Eddie Vedder's voice. It would taste like the days before I hated this time. Pearl Jam was the greatest band of the 90s and influenced my persona. I love you, Eddie Vedder.
Okay, well, those are 3 poems, and you can only pick one. So I'd like you to just pick the winner this time. We'll start with Judge Julia, since she went last. Let's have you go first this time. Judge Julia, who do you think you'd like to be the winner?
Honestly, I think Colin should win. it really encompasses how I feel, and I really resonate with it. Thank you, Colin. Beautiful work.
Okay, let's go to Judge Lindsay.
I would just like to say, Julia, because my probationary officer's here, I forgive you for your prior statements. And I do agree with you. Colin, I wouldn't call it anger so much. No, it's not anger. It's not anger. It's not anger. But there's something about what you say that just speaks to some people, not me, but some people.
Okay, well, Colin's got a 2-edged lead to win, but there's still 2 more judges. Let's go to Willis.
All right, y'all, make this real easy. 1, Colin, you are crazy. Seek help. 2, Thaddeus, everybody knows that the Gin Blossoms is a much better band. You suck. 3, Polo Trouble, you got me. Yeah, yeah. Girl.
1 for Desiree. Okay, so Desiree can catch up, but Judge Alex, what's your vote?
Thaddeus, you bore me, and Poet Little Trouble, I was very turned on. But Colin, as much as I want to hate you, your lyrics are just so they're real. I feel like I'm there. The visuals. So I'm going to have to vote for Colin as my top man.
Okay, Colin, you're our grand prize winner, and what you get is a handgun with no bullets. A handgun with no bullets, so you can never go out and shoot anybody again. And that has been our Poet's Idol. Thank you, judges and cast. We're now moving on to Judge Judy, our Judge Judy takeoff. So everyone get into character. In this particular one, Ellie will be the plaintiff. Alex will be her witness. The defendant will be Desiree. And Willis will be the witness. So Desiree, go on and get into character. Okay. Lindsay is going to be our judge. So let's bring her back out now. And I'm going to tell Lindsay what her case is going to be. And so whenever she's ready, she's going to be popping in. It's a very exciting time for us because this is a very serious case. The case here is, Judge Lindsay, is that Desiree, the defendant, has borrowed the vacuum of Ellie, and she has not returned the vacuum. And of course, Desiree has been asking over and over again for her to return her vacuum. So I now turn the case over to you, and let's bring in the plaintiff, Ellie, and her witness, Alex, the defendant, Desiree, and her witness, Willis. And I will go now to Judge Lindsay to deal with the vacuum case. Take over, Judge.
All right. Sup, dudes. So, we have a case. We have a case. Okay. So, Els, my plaintiff, my homie, my G. I hear there's like a issue with a vacuum cleaner. Care to elaborate?
Yeah, so the issue is that I had said vacuum cleaner, and I was trying to be a good neighbor because I'm trying to expand my horizons and whatnot. And Desiree walks over here and she said, "It's a nice vacuum cleaner." And I said, "I know, I keep it in my yard so everyone can see that I can afford a vacuum cleaner." And she said, "Can I borrow it?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" And here we are. Still haven't gotten the vacuum cleaner back. And that was like my main way to show that I'm a well-to-do person. I'll put the vacuum cleaner in the front yard so everyone can see that I paid full retail value. Now I don't got that, so no one knows that I make an okay living for myself. And I'm irked, to say the least.
Urged. That sounds soups terrible. I know we've got these witness dudes. Do you claim one of them?
Whichever one is going to help me win, that's my witness. So the one that believes me.
Okie dokie. We'll do this the scientific way. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alex, you're up, buddy. What you got? Can you corroborate?
Yeah, Ellie's husband, and we lived together. And I was there when the whole vacuum cleaner exchange happened. I know I never forget a face, and they made the exchange together for the vacuum, and she took the vacuum, and she never gave it back. I saw it, and I never I may have been drunk, but on that day I was not drunk. I was not drunk that morning. She and I remember. I got a memory like a fiery stallion in November.
Excuse me,
I'm
Your Honor.
not gonna
Can I
lie,
go?
Alex. No, I'm not gonna lie, Alex. I might be still a little drunk too. This whole 3 o'clock in the afternoon schedule is a little throwing off my game. Hey, so Els, Alex, can someone tell me how long Snappy Poo Desiree over here has had the vacuum before she jumps in?
She's had the vacuum now for so I started she gave the vac I was drinking
So
the
no.
day
Okay,
before.
cool. All right, Des, you're jumping at the bit. Let's hear it, baby girl. What you got?
Recall it. I can
It's
figure
That's
not
enough, Alex. Desiree's turn. What you got, baby? Let's hear it. I'm ready.
Your Honor. No, Ellie, stop it now, Ellie, because we're not gonna go there.
What?
Your Honor, listen.
What?
Desiree,
What?
that's my job. Ellie, stop it.
I
Don't go
can't hear.
there.
Can you hear?
This is what I
Ellie.
deal with.
Okay.
This is what I dealt with. This is
Hey,
what I deal
hey,
with in our neighborhood. So this
Squeeze
is let
me.
me tell you about the exchange. Okay. So Ellie had her she had her vacuum out there, okay? She don't let me borrow it for 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay. And then when I returned it, Ellie was right there. Her husband saw it. He was right there. Our neighbor, Willis, was right there too. Next thing you know, later on that night, there were some kids. Because I said, Ellie, thank you for letting me use the vacuum cleaner, ma'am. I appreciate it. But you and your husband need to stop leaving it out in this neighborhood because we all know this is not a safe neighborhood. They didn't want to listen, okay? They did not want to listen. We live in Chi-Town, Southside Chicago. We don't do that. So, anyways, Ellie didn't want to listen to me. Willis tried to tell Ellie and her husband that these badass kids stole her vacuum cleaner. And at that, I tried to show them, damn stupid couple, the goddamn video surveillance because I got cameras around my house, okay? So, Your Honor, I'm requested, for the mental health, for the stalking, for the harassment. I'm suing them for legit $10,000. Okay?
All right. That's great. We're in Chicago. Are you sure?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, let's go. Get the shit together.
Are you sure?
Get the shit together. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
You
Okay, I'm working
got
on it.
security cameras?
Alex,
Hey,
you already know
hey.
this. I had you over for. Okay.
What did you say?
Time out.
What?
Whoa, time out. Whoa.
All
Pause.
right. Sometimes I take a
Witness
dip in
dude.
her pool, but that's neither here nor there, okay?
Witness dude 2, Willis. What you got?
Yo, check this out. What had happened was Desiree borrowed the item, and this fool Alex and that crazy Ellie, they would not let her use it, and they broke it themselves and blamed her on it. It's some bullshit.
All right, cool. So let's do this because the hangover's starting to set in and I'm getting this little spot behind my eyes. It's not so much fun. Who actually has the vacuum cleaner now?
The drunk couple. The drunk couple got it. I'm telling you. They be trying it.
I didn't say who you thought had the vacuum cleaner. Who, by raise of hands, currently owns the vacuum cleaner?
I mean, I own it, but I don't know who has it. It's legally my property, but I don't know who has the. What? What?
All right.
What'd you say?
So I agree with the lawsuit. I think I should be paid $10,000 for having to struggle through this very complicated conversation. Ellie, turn around. I'm pretty sure it's sitting right behind you. And if you'd like to share on that ice cream, I'd be totally in.
Actually, Judge. Excuse me, security. Security.
Sold. And cut. The end.
And that has been Judge Judy. We learned so much about that vacuum. The vacuum, we don't even still know where it is, but we'll find it and get it back to Ellie. All right, so now our next game is called Alphabet. I'm going to bring in Colin and Thaddeus, and I'm going to leave Lindsay here, if you could, Lindsay, and get your clock, your phone, and we're going to time this to 90 seconds. They're going to see if they can get from A to Z in 90 seconds. So let's bring Lindsay back out here with her phone, if she's available. If she's not, if somebody can come out and time this scene, anybody in our cast who've got a phone. I'm going to tell you what the setup for you guys is. It's somebody needs to mute themselves off to the right. You're lost in the woods. Okay, so here's Lindsay. She's going to be timing it. Lindsay, when we get 90 seconds, just go like that time and let us know. Okay, Colin's going to start with the letter A. Thaddeus has to do B. Next sentence has to start with C, D, and they have to go down the alphabet all the way to Z in 90 seconds. You're lost in the woods. Time starts now. Go, Colin.
Actually, we lost the map, the actual map.
Brian, don't blame me for everything, okay? I'm trying to have a good time.
Chris, we lost the map and we're in the middle of the woods. Do you not understand?
Dude, look, I brought a compass, okay?
Even a compass won't help us. It's midnight. We're going to die out here.
Fuck, you're right.
God, we have no chance. We have no chance.
Hey, at least we have each other.
In my opinion, things could be maybe a little bit worse. Maybe.
Just think of it this way, this is a great bonding experience for the two of us to have.
Know this, I'm horribly allergic to poison ivy.
Please, you're allergic to everything. You said that about the tree that we saw. You said that about the cat that we saw in the woods.
Look, it's just poison ivy, okay? Poison ivy's bad. Man, let's get moving here. We got to make a plan.
No. Look, we got to talk about this, okay? We got to talk about
Okay,
us.
we're done talking. We need to do something. Please, I'm begging you.
Quiet down, buddy. Just
really quiet. Nothing can hear us out here.
Time. Yes, you had a little problem there with the old P. You went from L to P. So Thaddeus just has a shorter alphabet than everybody else. Okay. Hey, good job, you
I didn't
guys.
pass
You got as
kindergarten,
far as
Ken.
you could. Now you're lost in the alphabet instead of lost in the woods. And Colin, good job of picking up all those letters for us. Let's bring in our next two. It's going to be a storyteller game. Tangela is going to be telling a story, and Julia is going to be acting it out. And we're going to get about 2 minutes. You get about 2 minutes to do this, so I'm not going to put you on a timer. You still have your lovely Peanut Poet up there, but now you're Peanut the Storyteller. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so Julia is going to be acting out everything physically, and it's going to be in the style of a fantasy. So Tangela, take over anytime you're ready, and 2 minutes you got.
This young princess, she was so excited to leave her castle, this huge house in the woods. She was so happy to get away from her mean old father, the king, and her evil stepmother, the queen. God, she just ran away one day into the woods, looking for a place to hide until she happened upon a little tiny bunny rabbit. Such a small, cute little creature. She just couldn't resist picking him up and petting his furry little head between his little tiny ears. She said, "You're going to be my best friend," to the rabbit. And the rabbit replied, "Bitch, please put me down. The fuck? I don't even know you. I got a whole family. I'm a grown-ass puppet. Buddy." And then it leaped out of her hands and ran off and scurried off into the woods. She was so shocked. She was like, "I thought woodland creatures were all cute and innocent. Oh, no." But she happened and kept going down the trail until she happened upon a snake. Those she was really scared of. She was warned not to talk to snakes by her old witch grandmother. "Ah, you never talk to snakes," her grandmother said. And then she was like, walking past the snake, and the snake said, "Ma'am, do you have $1? I need to feed my children." And she looked back at the snake, and the snake looked at her, and she, against her better judgment, pulled $1 out of her sack and gave it to the snake. The snake was so grateful and kind, but she was like, "Okay, that's fine," and walked on ahead until she happened upon a little tiny cottage. A cottage made of candy. She was starving from her whole entire walk this far. She rushed up the walkway into the house and took a little bit of candy cane off of it, eating it until she swallowed it down until she started to choking. She was choking so hard on this little bitty candy cane. Her mouth started to foam, and she just could not catch her breath. Could not. And an old lady who happened to look a lot like her grandmother was standing at the window looking menacingly at her little granddaughter die. And the little princess just and just died right there on the ground, just dead. Just could not, just dead. And stayed that way until she became bone. The poor princess.
What a lovely fantasy. Okay, the fantasy of death of a poor young lady. All right, let's bring the whole cast in. Our last game is going to be a eulogy. We didn't get time for the addiction meeting. We'll throw that into another show. But we do have a eulogy, and I'm going to tell you who we're eulogizing, guys, and give you time to put up whatever you'd like. So, Milk Lady in the refrigerator has passed away, maybe gone sour, but she's gone. And you can be anybody that could be used by milk, cereal, coffee. You can be anything that melts into mush. You can be something else in the refrigerator. Whoever you want, go ahead and just put that up there right now so I know who you are, and decide on what you want to be. As soon as I've got all those up, we're going to be eulogizing Milk Lady. It's a very sad day that we brought a lot of her friends over to address her in her final days, Milk Lady. Let's start out with scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs, would you like to eulogize Milk Lady, please?
Oh, damn. Oh, help me, Lord. Milk Lady, I know the chefs and purists said we weren't supposed to mix because it would mess up the quality of the eggs, but you and I we were just like one, you couldn't scramble me without putting some milk in there. Some people say heavy cream, but kiss my ass, the milk. We were fluffy, super yellow, great on toast. Some bullshit. What side of sausage?
Oh, thank you very much for that moving speech. Let's now go to the cow. Let's hear from the actual cow where the milk came from.
I said I wasn't going to cry, but here I am. Look, I remember the time when I first birthed Milk Lady. The farmer took his harsh, calloused hand to the udder. It pulled. I didn't know what the connection to that milk would be like for the rest of her life. But it was a beautiful moment. I cried then, and I'm crying now. Fuck. I'll always love you.
Let's go now to Orange Juice, who spent time in the refrigerator with Milk Lady. Orange Juice.
I just can't believe it's real. We were a dynamic duo. Every morning, cereal, and then I'd be poured in the glass right next to her. We were in the fridge together. We were out on the breakfast table together. We did everything together, and oh man, we'd go to sleep together. Whatever, it's just. There's just an empty space sitting next to me in the fridge now. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna fill that hole. I really don't. I love you.
Thank you, Orange Juice.
I love you.
Now, something else doesn't have anything in it. It's the carton, the actual milk carton. Let's listen to her.
Yeah. I mean, I think what I miss most is there's no one to read, all the calories that are in milk, and the little message on the back, just like glorifying the dairy industry, like really gets to me. And no one's ever gonna get to read that again. Like, without milk, I'm nothing. No one wants an empty carton. Like, I'm just worthless without milk, and it's gonna be hard on me. Yeah, I miss you, milk.
Thank you. Let's go to cookies now. Milk and cookies go so well together. Cookies?
I just have to talk about expiration dates because no two one of us have the same. And it's just so unfair that the good ones always have to go early, and I'm gonna live forever and never have it ever again. I'm gonna be so hard forever. Too crispy. That was my best friend. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm so
Cookies,
hard
I'm
now.
so
I
sorry,
can't help
Cookies.
it.
You could always try almond milk. So let's listen to almond milk,
I
which is
could.
kind of like a sister.
Or maybe soy. Soy does well too.
It's don't try almond milk. I literally have spent my whole life trying to be like Milk. She was such a role model to me. And vegans pretend like we're the same. We're not. She has this delicious, fatty, creamy taste that I'm telling you, I cannot provide. Those shoes are too big to freaking fill. So if you think for a second that you can replace her with me, you're dead wrong, man. Okay? Don't even freaking try it. We are not the same. I'm half the woman she was.
Okay, let's go now to chicken. Let's go to chicken.
I really don't have nothing to say for milk. I didn't like milk. Sorry, all of y'all are crying. Milk had it coming. Milk was spoiled, rotten, gross. Don't nobody care about milk. They all sit over here crying. Milk had to go. Here, let me say, everybody bow your heads. We'll say a prayer for milk. Dear milk, you didn't have to go, but you did. But guess what, bitch? They gave me 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 wings. And I'm back. You had to go. Spoiled rotten.
Wow, I wonder how she got into this. Let's go over to lactose intolerant and see if we can change the mood a little bit.
I don't know why she was even invited. That was so disrespectful to Milk's memory. I just wanted to say how much I'm gonna miss Milk because it's just, I'm so sorry. I'm getting choked up literally. It's just so hard because I know how Milk made me feel. I know that it caused me a little bit of pain, but I would risk it all the time for Milk because it's just so good. Who's gonna make me have diarrhea now? Who's gonna do that for me? I'm gonna miss those times when she would come out so roughly, go in so smooth, and then just come out like a volcano. She was one of my best friends. And I don't know what's gonna happen with Cookie now because I can't eat her dry. I just can't. Everything in here is just gonna be so damn sad from now on, and I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Cream. We'll end with our final player here, Cream.
Milk? Are you kidding me? The lamest cooking ingredient you'll find. Oh, your creamed corn, your creamed chicken, all of that, it's me now. Oh, the cookies, you can use cream instead. Skim 1%, 2%, whole, nothing. It's cream's time now. Oh, my sweet, delicate thickness is going to replace every ounce that was in you, carton. And as for you, scrambled eggs, you don't need milk. And cookies, Oh, we'll just throw you in the trash when you're dust. And as for you, Water, we'll talk later. But an orange juice, well, you don't even deserve a comment. You're pulpless, man. Pulpless.
He doesn't even matter, Cream.
Wow.
See you, Milk.
Okay, well, that has been our eulogy with a few uninvited guests kind of coming into the party. This has been our show. This is the LA Connections virtual improv comedy show, all improvised right on the spot. Here's our cast who played with us today. Willis, Lindsay, Thaddeus, Colin, Tangela, Julia, Desiree, Ellie, and Alex. Again, I'm Ken Scove, and this group will be back with another show in a month from now. Every month we do different shows. Our channel's LAC Comedy on YouTube. Check it out. All sorts of different casts up there. We have 11 different teams. A lot of stuff we're putting up every week. Say goodbye, everybody.